A man balances with his head on a thin nail. The men next to him are carrying a pole against which the performer is leaning. Or are they lifting him up? What is behind the picture? Our train leads us to China, 2 hours by car from Shanghai to Nanjing. We follow a tip to the city park. And indeed, this man looks very much like the one in our photo. But is it him, and what is he doing? Hello, is that you in the photo?
Yeah, sure, that's me.
What are you doing in the picture?
The nail headstand. I'm the only one who can do it.
The enormous scar on his head also proves to us that it's really him. Can you show us?
Yes, but for that I need to warm up and gather my chi first. I need some rest for that.
Li Jin trains Kung Fu 3 times a week in the city park. And he has been doing so for more than 30 years. Li Jin is a Kung Fu master. Translated from Chinese, the traditional martial art means hard work. It takes a lot of time, effort and strength to learn Kung Fu. Hardening is also part of Kung Fu training. Hitting the stone with your hand 30 minutes a day. But that is not all.
Next, I drive this nail into the board with my bare hand. The exercise makes my body strong and resistant to pain. But you'd better not copy this.
Sinking an 8-centimeter nail into a spruce board with the bare hand. The exercise is part of Shaolin Kung Fu training and has a centuries-old tradition.
I shout to concentrate my mind. We call this chi. I start down here. From there, I move the force higher and higher to where the pain will hit me.
Li Jin trained hard for 5 years for this skill alone.
Like this, you see the nail now goes through the board. Right through the middle. Using only my hand as a hammer.
No hidden metal plate, but lots of calluses. Li Jin has been training Kung Fu since he was a child. His father and grandfather are also real Kung Fu masters. But Jin taught himself his special technique, the nail headstand, in the beginning on a 1.5 centimeter wide metal rod. The Kung Fu master needs 2 assistants for this. Jin only wants to lean on this bar. This nail alone is supposed to hold him.
The nail headstand is very difficult. I have to concentrate all my energy on the head and breathe calmly in order not to lose my balance.
But before we get to the nail, we put Jin on the scales. 70 kilograms at 1.7 meters tall. That's normal weight. Jin's whole weight should now go on the small surface of the nail. He has been practicing this headstand for 20 years. The nail is wider than the one in our photo, but wait and see. The 1.5 centimeters are just the beginning. Incredible! Jin's entire weight is now only on his skull.
It's bleeding. That hurt. That's it for training now. I need a break.
A centimeter-large imprint is made on his head, but the nail does not penetrate the skull. As if it were made of steel. Is that the trick? To find out, we go with Jin to the hospital in Nanjing. Dr. Wan Che has been looking after the Kung Fu master for 5 years.
We can clearly see here that there's no plate or anything like that. Because of the stress, it's just hardened up there extremely, both the skin and the bones of the skull.
The X-ray provides proof. There is no metal plate in Li Jin's head, nor is his skull bone particularly thick. The reason for the steel skull? The years of training have increased the bone density in this area extremely, so the bone is harder here. Back in the park, Jin wants to show us his supreme discipline. The headstand on a nail only 8 millimeters wide.
I am the only person in the world who can do a headstand on such a thin nail. With a simple mistake, the nail can shoot into my head, and then no one can save me.
Because of the smaller surface area, there's almost twice as much weight on the same area of bone.
I'll believe that only when I see it with my own eyes.
This headstand is extremely dangerous and has already put Jin in hospital. Please do not repeat it under any circumstances.
I slipped once, but luckily my head only hit the asphalt. This is not fun. This is real kung fu. "70 kilograms should fit into less than 1 square centimeter of space. What would be fatal for normal people? Jin now wants to master through hard training and the bundling of his chi. Indeed, this is the nail headstand from our photo. For 10 seconds, Jin endures the pain. Man, that was bad. Do you see the hole? That goes in really deep. That hurt.
Li Jin tours the country with his kung fu show. A nail headstand every day. Hard-earned money. On average, the kung fu master earns just 400 euros a month with it. Next year, he wants to perform the nail headstand on a skyscraper and set a world record.